Hey YouTube, we hit 100 subs yesterday as of filming this video, and I don't really have any giveaways to do or a sticker to give out to people right now, so I'm just gonna do a long video of all my tanks and my girlfriend's tanks, so I hope you all enjoy. This tank right here is a 20-gallon high with albino bristlenose plecos, koi tuxedo fry, and what I recently thought were Montezuma swordtails that were growing out. Actually found out they are pygmy swordtails. But I'm gonna let you just look at these fish and listen to some music, and I'll pop in on the next tank. Now we're on to the rack of tins. This is my girlfriend's rack of tanks. This is her tank of Japanese blue double swordtail endlers and a type of platy from Florida. Very cool. We're starting to get lots of fry of the Japanese blue guppies. And I think all that comes from all the plants we have in there and all the good water quality, water changes, weekly water changes on most of the tanks. Alright, now we're on the breeder rack of koi tuxedo guppies, or the breeder tank. And in here there's some big females, some older males, and for some reason a lot more younger males coming in than the females. And there's also some cherry shrimp in there. And there's a cool story behind these shrimp. When we went to the Youth Builders program with AmeriCorps, one of our teachers kept cherry shrimp and asked us, since we have aquariums, if we'd be interested in them, since they were overpopulating in her husband's tank, and we got a big old batch of them for free. And it was really cool. That really motivated me to get through the year. And this tank, surprisingly, is only lit with the stock hood that comes with those kit tanks. Alright, now we're on the bottom 10 gallon. It's got swordtails, platies, harlequin rasboras, and autosynclus catfish. And lots of Alternanthera vernecii plants. I believe there's 3 kinds in this tank. The mini, Lancii, and regular vernecii. There's a red Reuben sword. I believe Anubias nangai and golden coin on that piece of wood, and various stem plants. And these are the betta tanks. On our right, we have Calypso in her 5.5 gallon. And in here, there's some Anubias round coin and Nana Petite and Amazon sword in the back. Ludwigia repens, Java Fern Windelov, and a Cryptocorini lutea. I believe in the foreground there are Micro Sword and Neuraleaf Chain Sword. This is a big girl right here. She doesn't look that big on camera, but when you see her in person, whew, she's huge. And this is the betta tank on the left. The betta in here is named Red, and this tank has a bunch of different plants: green gecko crypts, undulata crypts, lutea crypts, Deadeye crypts, narrowleaf chainsword, Kabamba, Vallisneria, Anubias. But there's Red. He's a very good looking betta. He's very sassy. I gotta get it on video still, but he likes to get pissed off at snails and flare at them. It's very funny. I caught it on a live stream one time, and very few of you were lucky to see it. Alright, and we are on the last tank in my bedroom, but not the last tanks in this house. This is a 7.5 gallon rimless aquarium, and heavily planted, my first aquascape that I've considered an aquascape. I actually planned out what materials I wanted to use, what I initially wanted the scape to look like, and that was a cliff with a couple of mossy trees hanging off the edge. And I feel like I accomplished that goal, that story that I wanted to tell. Obviously there's still some improvements I want to make to this tank, but that's every aquascaper. Tons of plants in here. floating plants. There are also Neocaridina cherry shrimp in here. There are 2 different genetics in here. Some culls from my girlfriend's 10-gallon with her cherry shrimp, and I bought a new line of genetics from Aquatic Maintenance, which is our local fish store. Well, this is already getting about 20 minutes, so I think what I'll do is just end this video after this, and I'll do a part 2, and that'll come out very shortly. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for 100 subs. Never stop learning, guys.